Stephen, of course, you mentioned a bad word there, Auburn, which leads me to some things that I picked up with Hugh Freeze this week. He personally said, quote, I want to kick the crap out of Saban. He said it in a light and joking way. They have a personal relationship. They're on good terms. But, he also made the statement, hey, I'm at a place we can win it all. He also mentioned that we don't have an SEC caliber team right now in regards to depth. So Hugh Freeze, as we all know, was a very controversial selection by Auburn, but at his very best is really good at what he does. And it should really spark this rivalry going forward.
It really should. And this is the same Hugh Freeze that, let's keep in mind, beat Coach Saban twice as the head coach of Ole Miss during his time there, 2012 through 2016. It's fully documented. 2014 season, Alabama goes down to Oxford, loses to Ole Miss 23-17 with Bo Wallace and company. Even the very next year, 2015, with Chad Kelly and company, Hugh Freeze brings the Rebels into Tuscaloosa, and they win 43-37. So Hugh Freeze knows, hey, I've beaten this guy twice. I understand what it takes to win in the SEC. I understand what it takes to win against Alabama. The big thing here with Hugh Freeze is recruiting in the state. It's going to get very interesting because now, as the talent continues to grow within the state of Alabama, the Iron Bowl is going to be a big deal on the recruiting front. It's going to be a big deal. It's, with Hugh Freeze and the job that Cadillac Williams did last year as just the interim coach and Hugh Freeze keeping Williams on staff, now players are thinking, Auburn's not a bad place to go. You got Hugh Freeze, who knows how to win. You got Cadillac Williams, who, gave Auburn a ton of energy last year as a former player himself. That Iron Bowl rivalry in terms of recruiting, we know on the field it's going to be interesting, but just in terms of recruiting, it's going to get ratcheted up quite a bit here.
Stephen, you hit on something that I don't know a lot of people that aren't invested in recruiting really understand what the improvement has been in the high school ranks in the state of Alabama. The state has bypassed all sorts of states across that have been better football playing states in years gone by, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and it's a top-notch recruiting state now.
It is. I mean, the last time when Saban first got here, Mark, 2008, yes, Alabama was recruiting hotbed in 2008 when you picked up Julio Jones from Foley High School. You picked up DJ Fluker from Foley High School. You picked up Nico Johnson from Andalusia High School. I mean, 2008 started off Alabama as that recruiting hotbed, if you will. Then there were a couple of years where it went away from Alabama. It went down to Florida, to Georgia, to Texas, to Tennessee, to California. But here recently, in these last few classes, the talent has returned to Alabama in terms of you're getting these 4 and 5 stars that want to stay in state. You're getting these 4 and 5 stars that want to stick around. You look at just the latest 2 recruiting cycles, 2022, you brought in several guys from within the state of Alabama. And then 2023, you bring in Tony Mitchell, who played right here at Thompson and Alabaster. You bring in Jaleel Hurley, who played at Florence High School, just North Alabama. You bring in Raquez McElderry, who played at Anniston, Alabama, right here. You brought in Wilkin Formby, offensive lineman out of Northridge High School, just right across the bridge in Tuscaloosa. But talent's coming back to this state, and they know it's back in this state, and the guys want to defend home. And now in recruiting, when you got a lot of these in-state trainers, they're convincing a lot of these young men, hey, stay here. Stay here the way you can work with me as your trainer. You're getting the best training, you're getting the best coaching, you're getting the best looks, and you can be right here at home. So a lot of this recruiting hotbed has returned just due to the trainers in the state. But more importantly, the players coming up now, they want to remain at home.
We've also seen a population shift in the last couple of decades, and that's been accelerated. And we think of that going to places like Arizona and to Florida, but it's also taken hold, of course, in the Carolinas and in Alabama. Inexpensive place to live, good weather, and people have flocked to some of those states. No question about that.